Even though stay hungry and stay humble are so different in the sense of stay hungry is about being fearless, ferocious, consistent, ambitious. Stay humble seems to be very timid, relaxed, quiet, respectful, bow down. But the meaning of the mixture is you have to achieve, you have to be ambitious, but you don't want to be so boisterous that you can't connect to people and you only want to connect to a certain class of people. So stay humble means treat the person who is beneath you in a different class to the same person who's above you in a different class. It's an equal playing field and we have to treat everyone with the same respect. And that's why, people fight for equality. And I think that's important. And that's why I mix stay hungry and stay humble together in such a fine way that they gel together well. Stay hungry, stay humble.
Now we've all heard that slogan so much echoed through our ears, stay hungry, stay humble, by Anthony Joshua, but there's layers to that slogan I don't think you're quite aware of. It sounds very simple, but it's anything but simple. Now, it's been a minute since I've uploaded a skill-related video on this Regal boxing gym channel, but rest assured that this video is going to elevate not only your skill, but your will. Muhammad Ali said it best. You must have the skill and you must have the will, but the will must be greater than the skill. And that is going to lead us on to this video. So let's break it down. Stay hungry, stay humble. Now when you hear that, you get this rocky feeling, overcoming the odds, achieving your goals, punching in round 15 or was it round 12 against Apollo Creed and not giving up, not backing down to your enemies or any opposition against your goals. And that's motivation, which is the first fundamental level of the slogan, which is so true. But many of us stop there and we don't know there's so many more layers, so much more depth to that slogan. So we're going to go on to the second layer, which is the physiological, which is the obvious, which is the literal. Stay hungry, don't eat. Now, this sounds absurd, but staying hungry physically actually makes you sharper, makes you better, makes you more attentive. You pay attention to detail more. And this is an ancestral trait. Now, back in the day when we're hunting for our prey, now, when we're hunting, we need to be sharp, we need to be on point, we need our body to be releasing adrenaline. And when we was hungry, that was a correlation between when we hunted. Hunger causes us to hunt. Then we feel good, we haven't got to hunt, we feel relaxed. Then we get hungry, causes us to hunt. Now, we still have that same association. When we feel hungry, we're sharper, we're more alert, we're more focused on the job. And that's the reason why when you're I'm not saying you starve, I'm not saying the famine situation out here, but you need to not be on some glutamine flex, not just eating everything you see. You need to leave your belly a little bit empty, a little bit unfilled. And that's going to help you be sharper. It's going to help your body be more focused. Your body is going to be releasing more adrenaline, which is going to make you more driven, which in turn is going to make you a better boxer. And this is the science. You can research this. This is the science, I'm telling you. If you want to be a better boxer, don't be stuffing your face. Now, I know there's a lot of cliche little memes out there and boxers say they love food and this and that. But if you want to be a champion, these are things that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to be hungry in the motivational sense, but you're also going to have to be slightly hungry in the physical sense. And this brings us on to scripture, because gluttony is a sin. But even when we go further, when did Jesus fast for 40 days and 40 nights? It was before his ministry, when he needed physical and mental, emotional strength. He needed to level up, and he fasted. He abstained from food. And wanting something, but depriving your body from it, does what? It develops discipline. Discipline is the mind. So we've gone from motivation, it makes you more motivated, that slogan. From the physical, staying physically hungry is going to make you sharper. And now we're going to the mental, from faith. Mentally, you're going to develop discipline. And everybody knows that discipline is the key that you need to obtain anything physical. Want to lose weight? Have discipline, go to the gym. Want money? Have discipline, work hard, keep working and save your money. anything you want is discipline in the physical world. Discipline is the key to unlock any door. So we're gonna mentally develop ourselves from staying hungry, because physically our body's urging us, eat, eat, eat. You can feel it inside of you, and you're saying no. That's going to develop you physically. That mental aspect is going to develop you physically. It's going to give you discipline. And there's even another layer to this. There's another layer, can you believe it? That's the real life application to boxing. Now, when you're fighting, you might see your opponent come out, you touch gloves, and he looks useless. You can see gaps all over the place. But you can't just start opening up and going wild. You have to stay humble, stay patient, stay disciplined. All those things that that quote is telling you to do, that's what you're going to do. And you're going to pop him with a jab, see him, pop him with a jab. You're going to read the mistakes. And then as the fight goes on, then you're going to stay hungry. He's going to come into it. You're staying hungry as you're touching him, and then you explode. Now, the reason why you don't want to just go out there wailing straight away once you see it opening is because that could be a trap. And if you're humble, you're not going to fall for that trap. But if you're arrogant, then you will fall for that trap, and you're probably the one that will get knocked out. But what if he looks slow, he looks dopey, and you're touching him, but when you try to finish him, it just doesn't work, and he actually counters you and bops your head back. Now you have to stay hungry, because you can't quit. You need that will, you need that motivation, you need that desire to keep fighting, to stick to the game plan, to see it to the very end, because you might not be able to get the stoppage. But if you box to your best abilities, maybe you're going to win on points. Stay hungry, stay humble, and you're going to win the fight. So what's said is such a simple, basic slogan, has so much depth that can transform your boxing career, your boxing game. It can even transform your life outside of boxing. All of these skills, all of these things I'm mentioning are transferable to anything you're doing in life. So in order for you to develop discipline, in order for you to develop motivation, in order for you to develop internal, mental and physical strength, you must stay physically hungry. But you always must remember, humble yourself before the Lord and He will lift you up.